This is making small groups work. I just picked this up, honestly. These guys put a video together I'm going to show you in a minute, and it was a great video. This gets into some of the nitty-gritty of working on groups, how small groups help people grow, what happens in a good group, starting a small group, the responsibility of group facilitators or leaders, the responsibilities of group members, and how to deal with problems in groups. So these guys are really good. This is Dr. Henry Cloud and John Townsend. They're the guys from, if you hear the radio show, New Life Live. I don't know if they really broadcast it much here, but they do on-air counseling, Christian counseling. And they also do this resource. This is called Regroup, Training Groups to Be Groups. Now, I saw this. I picked it up one day when I was down at the bookstore and picked it up and got put on a shelf, and I never saw it for a while. And then I started getting ready to do this, and I stumbled on it again and started watching some of it, and it is excellent. What it does is it's set up in two different sections. DVD 1, this is the book that goes along with the DVD. This is like a study guide, and then it has these DVDs where these guys get together and they talk about how to be a good group. Now this is the kind of thing, we're using it actually in our group right now because we just got started together. And so the first 4 sessions are intended to be hour-long sessions that you use 1 per meeting for 4 weeks or 4 meetings. And they cover the topics of getting connected, God's purpose for small groups, sort of a basic theological background on small groups. The second one is 5 habits of life-changing small groups. So what kind of things should be happening in your group to make it grow well? Setting ground rules, so the kind of things we were talking about. What time are we coming? If you're not coming, are you going to call ahead? Those sort of things. And then number 4, determining your group's purpose. Why are we meeting? Are we going to be a deep study group, or are we going to be more service-oriented? I very highly encourage you at some point to run through, even if you've been meeting for a while, to run through this with your group, because it helps sometimes just to name the elephant in the room, to determine what you're talking about and why you're talking about it. So it kind of focuses things. And then the second DVD is 13 about 5 to 10 minute coaching segments. And the intention of these is to take them to your group and not have it be the focus of your study for that week, but to have it be a little refresher. And the things they cover are active listening, being attentive, telling your story, group check-in number 1, I'm not sure what that is, asking good questions, calling out the best in others, giving and receiving feedback, helping and supporting each other, responding to someone who is hurting, helping others take growth risks, prayer, and group check-in number 2, and confessing your faults. So just little clips that are helpful things for you and your group. And then the last section of the second DVD are 2 longer, I think they're half an hour maybe, on bigger issues. So confrontation is one of them, conflict resolution is another one, and then dealing with people in crisis. So I think this is great both for getting this in front of your groups as well as taking a look at as a leader. I found some very helpful things in here. It's good. They do it very well. It's not just them talking. They have a group of people who act out like they're a group, and they have sessions where it's just totally the thing that they're telling you not to do, the group does. And so it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen The Office, the TV show The Office. It's just really, really awkward, and that's what makes the show funny. It's kind of what happens in this group. So somebody's phone keeps ringing, and the guy sitting in the chair next to her is like, ah, you know, and so it really is good. It's presented well. So I'd encourage you to take a look at that. And then this big book on small groups. So like I said, there's a lot of great resources as far as to read. I have some audio resources. I picked up some stuff. This was this is training stuff that Willow Creek puts out. These are the classes that they teach in their church. I'm going to steal these with me while I go to Omaha, because I've got 16 hours I have to sit in a car. Well, 8 or 9 one way, and then 8 or 9 back. So when I come back, they'll be back. But things on a 3-week course on foundations of compassion and justice, how beyond charity, building a life in compassion of compassion and justice, leading from a healthy soul. How to make ourselves healthy so that we can spiritually healthy, so that we can lead others in their spiritual growth. Spiritual mentoring, the art of self-leadership, how to make sure that you're doing the things that you're trying to teach your group to do, and a foundation of biblical community. So what I am going to do is try and keep up audio resources and video resources and books and things like that, so that you have them available to you in our church library.